I wanted to talk to you a little bit about spiritual bypassing. I've written about this in my book, The Intuitive Heart Revolution, which is how to navigate the modern world through connection to your deeper knowing. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this topic because it seems to be such an insidious and really common way of dealing with troubles. And I'm going to take you through a little bit of information around it. And if you want more information, then here's my book. Okay, so this is spiritual bypassing. I came across an interesting concept a few years ago in the context of spirituality. I noticed a lot of people talked the talk. They knew what cool stuff to say about connecting to their higher selves, opening up for the universe to speak to them, and allowing things to be in flow, all of which are amazing ideas. But on getting to know these people, I found that that's all they were: words. The wounds these people carried were not only shoved to the back shelf of their minds, but their lives were on a treadmill. I never understood why these people were in a state of stagnancy when they seemed to get it and understand how to manifest, connect to themselves and the universe, until the concept of a spiritual bypass was explained to me. A spiritual bypass or spiritual bypassing is a tendency to use spiritual ideas and practices to sidestep or avoid facing unresolved emotional issues, psychological wounds, and unfinished developmental tasks. The term was introduced in the early 1980s by John Welwood, a Buddhist teacher and psychotherapist. Spiritual bypassing can be expressed in many ways. A yoga class where you breathe deeply and think positive thoughts only when you're in pain. A meditation practice where you fall asleep, which isn't necessarily bad, but if things remain unresolved, it can become a form of avoidance. Only allowing good things to be said, even if you're hurting, and ignoring your darker tendencies and worries and pushing away your intuition in order to appear enlightened. This is probably one of the most common things that I find with people who are trying to become enlightened or self-actualized. And the truth be told, when we do this to ourselves, we often end up in way more pain in the long run because we just shove everything underneath the joy, the happy, the positive vibes. So if you want to learn more, jump into my book and really help yourself move through this if this is something that's resonating with you, because you deserve to move through this.